price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDs, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you dip, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Jags and the...
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year we got the Trevor Lawrences. So many tabbed to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Beathard to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw here. Beathard. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Beathard. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now we get a look at their most recent draft class, and you need to get real familiar with some of these names here because this front office thinks that these are going to be guys that have an impact for them on Sundays for years to come.
I think you're exactly right about that, and what I know about this group doing the drafting is not all about instant value when they put their class together. They wanted every pick to be somebody they see as a starter, maybe not today, but someone they can develop to make him one within the first couple of seasons. How about their strategy? All about long-term upside, and they added a ton of it this spring.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 31 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Lewis to return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Eluding the pressure right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. To throw is Rush. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Rush. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. They'll roll him out right. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As well, we all miss football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the 2nd half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Slot man moves right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Back to throw Beathard. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Beathard. And this is going to be incomplete.
just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
On the return, here comes Lewis. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Up the middle, Jones. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw is Beathard. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Rush with it on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. Down the right sideline. 53 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Rush. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.